Hello everyone, this video is about how to make this cute daisy flower using BigShot machine and BIGz dyes, and in our case this is Sizzix flower daisy. I love this one and I bought it a while ago and couldn't start working with it because actually it was not that long ago when I started loving it. Before I just hated this dye and couldn't figure out how to make a perfect daisy flower using this BIGz, but now I got the secret and I'm happy to share it with you. I found that there is a tiny trick and I'm happy to show you. So what we'll need, a piece of cardstock. In my case this is 210 GSM thickness, and these dyes. So we need a BigShot machine. You can learn more about these machines on Sizzix.com. So we use 2 panels to make our sandwich. So we use my cardstock and cover my dye, my BIGz dye from both sides. So I just roll this BIGz through. I would go twice, and so what we have big and tiny one. So we need to go with the medium size ones one more time to get this flower cut through. I would go again twice, back and forth, and voila, we have all 3 flowers, 3 sizes. Oopsie. These all 3 are cut, 3 daisies. What else we will need? Each daisy has a center. So in our real daisy case, I will use a scrap piece of yellow cardstock, and it is, I think it is 140 GSM, and this lovely center. And I use Sullivans brand punch. So I would cut one more. So here we go, 2 lovely centers, and we'll put it aside. I'll grab a piece of write paper for you so you can see easy. So here we go, 3 daisies. I take my awl and style them as usual, but before I'll show you the secret. So the biggest issue with these daisies, with this dye for me, was how to overlap. You see the petals of each flower they are not even, and they are not correctly, well, that's artistic job, but they are not correctly positioned against the flower center. So the angle between each petal and the shape of each petal, they are different. So when you overlap, well, what you normally do with small flowers, you just overlap this way or that way. You see many gaps between petals of the lower and upper layer. So what I figured out for myself, you see the angles between petals, each angle or each space is really, that's sharp angle, and only one, which is this one, is, you know, curvy one. So you find these curvy space between the two petals on the lower layer and on the upper layer, which is this one. And then I'll show you from the top. So this is a curvy one and this is a curvy one. And when you overlap, let's count, this is the first petal, this is the second petal. So you place the second petal of this curvy space in between of two petals of the lower layer. And this is the perfect positioning because there's no gaps. Well, almost, I would say, but there's almost no gaps, really. So now, when I curl each petal absolutely slightly this way with my nice and smooth awl, and this one as well, be very careful, even taking into account that my cardstock is 210 GSM, which is pretty thick. That's still pretty fragile because petals are fine. So I find this curvy space here and curvy space here, and again I overlap it. This is the right positioning. So what I do now, I add just a little bit of glue. I keep my second petal, and place in between. You see? That's perfect. I do all the same with the tiny one. Just a little bit of curling. Absolutely very careful. It's better to do this twice rather than once and then damage petals. Again, where's my curvy one? The curvy one is here. So I watch my second petal and I find my curve here. So a bit of glue. Where's my second petal? My second one is here and here, and that's it. So we need just to add a tiny center right to the center of our daisy. This way. And I would add one more. I love this sponge from Sullivans. This wasn't expensive, but it makes a job. And that's it. Such a cute, tiny daisy. You can make it in white or in blue or in red, and it will be like dahlia. So whichever flower you make, they look perfect. You can add a little bit of greenery, and this is a die as well. This is a Sizzix brand die you can find in this is branch with leaves and flower, and it looks like this. So you get a branch and a tiny flower, but normally I do not use the flower because I really like this branch. That's it. Cute daisy. Enjoy and thank you, Sizzix.